Hello, welcome to, and I don't know, I did that with strange accent, sorry about that. Hi, welcome to Andy's Beer Reviews. This one I am interested in trying. This is Tetley's number 4 Premium Lager, comes in at 4.6% in a rather nice 660 ml bottle. Yeah, I am interested in this one simply because I go back and I go to when Tetley's Bitter was a good drink. Now Tetley's as a brand has become a little bit dull of late. I think I say of late, over the last decade or so, they've just become a brewer, and so they've brewed stuff like this just to kind of just to try and give the brand that little bit of sparkle. Now I honestly don't think, and I honestly don't remember because I was never a lager drinker when I was a kid. When I was younger, it was always Tetley Bitter. But if there wasn't any trophy, because I was a Whitbread trophy drinker. If it wasn't trophy, then we probably had a pub close by that had Tetley's in it, or Sam Smith's. Good brew there. So yeah, it was just one of those bitters that I was kind of attracted to when I was first drinking, and I used to like it. I used to like Tetley's bitter. So I'm going to see what the lager's like. Want to find out in there? Let's crack it open and let's see what we've got. £660 ml though. Cracking. I honestly don't know the history behind them brewing a lager. To be fair, they probably always used to have lagers. I just never used to drink them. I never used to know never used to know they're available. Never used to drink them. I wasn't particularly interested. I was always, when I started drinking, a beer drinker, and we just basically used to go to pubs around here, Railway, Bay Horse, Green Bottle, Young's, nice, and did a nice mile in there. Swan, Winston, which is still close by to where I live now. Town Hall. Oh man, tell you what, I live in a beautiful town that back in the day, if you threw a stone, you hit a couple of pubs. Loved it. Right then, that's poured clear. I'm gonna call it a pale golden colour, and a good head that may or may not. Looks like it might actually last, actually, which is quite interesting. Looks good. Let's get the aroma, shall we? There's certainly bready notes on that aroma. A little bit of citrus. Actually smells quite decent. Yeah, I was pleased to look forward to this. Right, drinky time. Cheers, everybody. Tastes like a lager. There's not a lot going on with it, if I'm being brutally honest. The breadiness we got on the aroma has come through to the flavour, so it's got a nice malty, bready note going on. Bit of lemon coming through as well. Bit of lemon. So it's bready and a bit of lemony. But not that else. But I'm a beer drinker. So, like I said, I'm a beer drinker. Never been a lager drinker. So from my perspective, lager is about one thing, and that's, at the moment, that's providing a nice, refreshing drink. So for me, it's about, does it do that? Is it a refreshing drink? You can read here. So it's got water, malted barley, and hops. Tetley's No4 has been brewed the ale way for the perfect combination of taste and refreshment, using our 200 years of brewing experience. Joshua Tetley and Son. It's the name that goes back in it. Yeah, so it says there, doesn't it? It's brewed, but it says brewed for taste and refreshment. It's that refreshment for me, to be fair, isn't it? But it goes back to, you're either a beer drinker or a lager drinker. And me and most of my mates, beer drinkers, would be nice. And I only tried to start drinking beer, if I'm being brutally honest. First time I went into a proper pub, my grandma always drunk beer. I remember my grandma always drinking beer. But when I first went into a pub, that never swayed me. And I walked up to the bar for the first time with a mate of mine, Peter. And I think when I stood at the bar, I was kind of hoping that the barmaid, I'm guessing it was back in the day, barmaid wouldn't ask me, because I didn't have a clue what to order, how to order. It was the first time I've ever ordered a drink in a pub. And I didn't know what to do, how to order it or anything, didn't know how to behave. Late start, I'm guessing I must have been about 15. Must have been 15. Anyway, luckily, my mate Pete got asked first. And he asked for a pint of trophy, and so when I got asked, I think virtually, I think from memory, he got asked, he said pint of trophy, I got asked, so I just copied what my mate said and just said a pint of trophy. Now, luckily, back in the day, I am going back a few years now, we had two versions. This is in a railway in Nottingham. We had two. You could either get a hand pump or electric. And she said, "Do you want it on hand pump or do you want it on electric?" Brain working, thinking, shit, absolutely no idea. Didn't have a clue what the difference was. Do you remember at the age when I was probably just off milkshakes, and my mate just went, "Hand pump." And so I went, "Yeah, hand pump, obviously, obs." And so that kind of kicked me off with my beer drinking. Well before then, and I don't know if I ever told this story. Sorry, I'm just padding because it just tastes like bread and lemon. There is a bit more, but it's just reminded me, obviously, because I said my grandma used to drink beer. I do remember, I'm guessing I would be 9 or 10 years old. We went to a wedding in Pontefract. It must have been registry office, because the pub we went into was next door. And we all sat down. My grandma got a half a bitter, and she went, "There you go. There you go," she said. "Try some." And I necked this it was only half a pint, and I necked it. I probably left about that much in the bottom, and everybody laughed and thought it was funny. And that was but I do remember liking the taste of beer. Even then, people thought it was funny. I necked this half a pint when I think I was supposed to only take a sip. But yeah, no, looked back really, we were beer drinking. So yeah, I blame my grandma really. And later on in life, she got onto dreadful, really cheap, horrible brandy, and I don't know where that came from. The fact that you get something alcoholic quite cheap, horrible. It was like paint stripper. I once had a taste of this brandy she was buying. It was like paint stripper. It was awful. Now, I used to like brandy growing up. I got into my brandies, particularly my Spanish brandies. Dark rums now. I still like my dark rums. But yeah. Anyway, back to the beer. This is what we're here for. Just a bit of reminiscing then, talking about Tetley's. Yeah, same to you, mate. Yeah, so on the flavour, like I said, we get that breadiness, we get that nice citrusy lemon flavour coming through. It's actually a good medium-bodied lager. Really nice levels of carbonation. And it is what you'd expect from a lager. It's crisp, it's refreshing. Yeah. I was right to look forward to having this one. Now, I think I paid a little bit over the odds. I bought this in a corner shop. I think I dropped some parcels off. And I just had a little look, see what the selections had, and I saw this and I thought, you know what, I'll get it. And I got some shitty, really strong ciders up there, which I'm going to have another time. But yeah, I paid £2 for this in a little corner shop. But you can pick this up in your Tesco's, your Morrison's, your Iceland's, up cheaper than that, a little bit cheaper than that. But yeah, I'd recommend it. If you're a lager drinker, I think it's actually quite a decent lager. I am pleased, and if I'm being honest, pleasantly surprised. And I'm going to score it 8.5 out of 10. There you go. I've said it now. Hope you enjoyed it. Little trip down memory lane for me. Thank you for joining me. Comment, share, like. And if you're new around here, please consider subscribing for daily beer reviews. Until the next review. Cheers, everybody.